Alright guys, so here's the thing. I got myself another project. I was a long time interested in one particular vehicle that I wanted to get my hands on, and I haven't had a good chance, and due to the reason that the factory actually locked some stuff and all that. So because of factory restrictions on some of these damaged or salvaged cars, I was not able to get my hands on one until today. And I actually got a chance to basically bid on the auction, win the car on auction, but then at the end result, canceling a deal with the auction and making a deal with the owner himself. So let me show you guys what I got when I get to Florida. But right now I have 8-hour drive to get to Florida, so let me get right into it. Drive to Florida, and then I'll show you guys what I got and what my next project is. Let's get on it. Alright guys, so I'm about to pull up to the auction. I spoke to the seller, and he said try not to reveal yourself too much, try not to bring too much attention, which means I cannot record the car and all that. I'm just gonna quickly put it on the trailer and bring it out, and after I pull it out somewhere in a safe location, then I'll do recording for you guys. But yeah, I just don't want to bring too much attention because these guys already know me, kind of know me by face, and if they recognize me that I bought the car directly through this seller and not the auction, they could suspend my bidding license, so I don't want to get to that. So yeah, let's get right into it. I'll catch you guys on the next update when I get my car on the trailer. Okay guys, just got loaded with the Tesla and I had to drive out of the auction, so I couldn't film at that time. But here's what we got. We got 2015 Tesla Model S 85D, and this is what the story is. As you guys could see, the car is all wrapped up, and as I said initially, I made a deal with the owner himself, not the auction. So he basically pulled it off the auction just to make a deal with me. And the reason I wanted to do that is I'll show you guys in a couple minutes, but here's the story. The auction posted this car as a clean title, and there is the damage right here. This was the damage, but this car also has a hidden damage as well. It has electrical issues, so I'll have to figure it out. I talked to the owner. Initially this car had a ripped suspension right there, and the owner was able to replace it all and put it back together, put original wheels and everything that's supposed to be on it. And I'll show you guys why I wanted to make the deal with the owner and not through the auction in a couple seconds. But here's what we have right now. We have a car all wrapped up. As I said, it has electrical problems due to the car been sitting for a while and discharging the battery. So this is something I'm gonna have to take a challenge on repairing. But as of right now, this is what we have. It's a really good looking car. It has a 36,000 miles. The trunk or the front, what do you call that, trunk in these cars is not stuck. It's just idiots on the auctions that don't know what they're doing. But this is what we got. I was able to dry off the auction really quickly and take a video of this. By the way, this thing is heavy. Check out this thing. This is my pickup truck that I towed the Hellcat and a whole bunch of other stuff, and check out how low this thing is. This thing is heavier than the Hellcat itself, so that's gonna be a boat number 2 for me. Definitely gonna be an interesting boat, definitely gonna be an interesting project. But here's why I wanted to make a deal with the owner. So as you guys can see right here, I have a quarter panel that he already purchased. I have all these parts that he basically purchased, a side skirt. There's all these plastics underneath that he has for this car. He also has a door that I also placed in the back seat right there. I don't know if you guys could see it. Let me show you guys. If you could, that would be great. If not, that's okay. Don't care. But there is the door right there. So I already have the door. I pretty much have all the parts necessary for me to do the repair. All I have to figure out is electrical issue with this car, what causes it not to start, and that should be it. All right guys, so now that we are in Florida and we got the Tesla business taken care of, let's head up to the beach, dip ourselves in the ocean, enjoy ourselves for the rest of the day, and then get back to Georgia. That is crazy. Alright guys, so made it back to Georgia, to my home crib last night, and I just realized how heavy this Tesla is again, because look at this hinge. I mean, whatever the support is, the lift for the trailer, it's all banged up because all the railroads and everything. I mean, this thing is sitting a few inches away from the ground. But anyways, we made it back home yesterday. Obviously I did unload this heavy boat off the trailer because this thing does not start, and it will take a skill and probably a lot of effort to get this thing unloaded. Ooh, dang, that's a good looking Corvette right there. Dang, woo, some hot stuff right there. Anyways, let's get back to Tesla. So right now the challenge is going to be to take this thing off the trailer. We also have another problem. The wheels are a little bit sideways and I can't straighten them out because, as I said, this thing does not start, which I will have to figure out why and all that later on. But as of right now, let's get this thing unloaded somehow. I have a different plans and I have few little strategies that I want to try, but overall this is what we got and this is what we gotta deal with. So let's get on it. Let's get to work. Okay, so got the Tesla all unstrapped and all that, and let me show you guys what I did behind the scenes, because that took some time and all that. You see guys how it said it's stuck? Well, it's stuck no more. Let me show you guys what I did here. So here's what we got. All these plastics are missing, but they're not missing. I just took them off because I had to open this frunk. That's what it's called. And as you guys, some of you guys might know, and some of you might not know, but the battery is behind this thing. So I had to take these plastics off in order to pull this metal tray, which are already unbolted by 2 bolts right there on the front, and then there's 2 bolts over there. And basically just got to it. Let me show you guys. Give me a second, I'll pull this. Alright, so here's what the Tesla looks like when you remove the huge basket in front of it. Just a whole bunch of wires. That's all it is. I mean, no rocket science here. No rockets here either though. A little bit of rust, actually more rust than I wanted to, but it is what it is. This car is originally from Massachusetts, so that's something that comes a long way when it comes to those northern states. But before it all, I want to try to connect to some battery or some jumper or something, whatever, to this battery, and see if I can get some power to at least open up the doors or whatnot, and see what I could, you know, do with this power, where I could put this power to use on this thing. Alright, so I got the jump box all connected, and for those of you smart Alex, they'd be like, oh, Vitaly could have just connected it to this hotline right there, positive connector cable, and negative right here. Basically this is emergency attachment, power attachment, and I have done that, but in order for me to open the trunk I had to do it either way. I had to remove the battery either way. Ooh, back in business. What's up, boys? Let's see if this thing can open. There we go. So all these plastics are here. That's the ones from the front, and underneath them there is a door. So I'm telling you, there is a door underneath.
Take that for data.
But that's pretty much as power as we need for right now. Actually, not really. We have to do a little bit of hack to release the parking brake, because we cannot move this car without releasing parking brake. So let me show you guys a little trick to learn today by doing a whole bunch of research. One thing I forgot to do and I must do, that's a very, very, very must. I must chuck the wheels up to make sure I don't get the car rolling, because once I release the parking brake, this thing is gonna roll one way or another. So that's definitely a must thing to do, and I have to do that before I start hacking the whole system. Alright guys, so I'm gonna quickly show you what I'm doing here. So I got the plug for the rear brakes module, which is right here, right behind this. And two of these plugs, two of these wires going for one caliper, and then two of the other plugs or wires going to another caliper. And by saying caliper, I mean there is an e-brake right here. This is the caliper for e-brake, and this is the caliper for the brakes. This thing is locked up when the car is in park, so I have to manually, well, basically connect the electricity to this thing, find a way to hack it and open it up so I can move the car without it being locked up. So let me show you guys what I did. So here's what my strategy is. I got one pick, I connected a little alligator clip to it, connected jump box to it, and then I did the same thing on the other side. And then what I did, there's two wires right here, and blue and red one, or brown and black one. And what you do, you put the power to these things, and it basically unlocks or locks the rear brakes or parking brakes. So that's the strategy. I already done one, I gotta do another one. Let me show you how I did it. I think we're good. I think the both calipers are unlocked. Alright guys, so Tesla is finally unloaded. I was able to figure out how to work on that, so I'm pretty sure I could figure out how to work on the rest of the car. Overall, I like this car. It's a pretty cool interior looking car. Hopefully it's gonna be a good buy for me, a good project for me. I'm down for a challenge, trying to restore this thing. Never worked on one of these, so that'll be definitely a cool project for me and my channel. Hopefully you guys stay tuned. I'm looking forward for a few people that worked on these things to either make a comments or get in touch with me and give me a few suggestions. I got in touch with some Russians and Ukrainians that were able to crack these things and do a whole bunch of crazy shenanigans, which is awesome, because I hope these guys gonna be a good help for me later on. Also, Rich Rebuilt, I hope you watch my videos, and I hope one day you're gonna, make a video of this Tesla on your channel. How I restored it was the whole story, and maybe feature me in your channel. That'll be great. And also Elon Musk, I mean, you can watch my videos. That'll be actually great. If you can comment on, that'll be even better. But the worst of things, don't lock my car, so please don't do that. But as for me, I gotta dig up some diagrams. I gotta find some instruction manuals or repair manuals for this thing. If I could, there is few things, and I was able to dig up some, but I gotta find a little more information. Gotta do a whole bunch of research before I get to start working on this thing, just to make sure I don't do any extra work or I don't do something that's gonna screw up the whole thing, misprogram or whatever. So I have to do a lot of things as far as research, but I'll get into it when I can. I'll try to post weekly, if not bi-weekly. Thank you guys for watching. Till the next time. And also guys, go check out my channel. Go check out the playlist for a Mustang. It's the other project that I'm currently working on. It's a 1,000 horsepower Mustang, or supposed to be a 1,000 horsepower Mustang. It's gonna be Pro Charge built engine with the nitrous combination. Should be interesting build. I hope you guys gonna enjoy that one. It's been burned all the way to the engine bones, and we've been able to restore it. We've been working on it, and we're pretty much 50% done into the project, so that's great. We're exciting, and we're probably gonna be in the next few weeks, we're probably gonna start that thing and tune that thing, and sometime soon we're probably gonna put the body panels already on. So that's gonna be a great project. Go check out that. Also follow me on Instagram at Baseline Car Channel. Sometimes I post the sneak peeks on it, sometimes I post a little car related stuff, so go check out my Instagram page, and also like, comment, subscribe as always, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.